lovely Capricorns. This is Debs, and this is your reading for mid-October 2025. Great to be with you. Thank you, Cats, for being here. Now, Capricorn, very interesting energy. I saw a clip of, from the film rather, Alien. I know it's been a long time, but I love that movie. Actually, there are 5 series. Anyway, I saw a clip, and the clip was of Sigourney Weaver running into the space shuttle cockpit that was attached to the main space shuttle. She was basically escaping. And as in all big movies, the doors closed just as the alien was reaching the door, and she ended up pressing a button and she evacuated from the actual main space shuttle. She got away. She got away. But as she was racing for this escape pod, the lights were flashing, there was an alarm system going, and there was a tannoy, evacuate, evacuate, and they were counting down. You know, you remember, guys. There's something here, Caps, about being on high alert because you're very nearly crossing the finish line. Now, guys, don't panic. I don't think anything horrible is going to happen, but you're definitely on high alert. You're counting down the days. And then it seems to be that once you hit a particular period of time, you're home free. You're home free somehow. So this is you just being very careful. This is you maybe keeping your plans to yourself. This is you sort of keeping your fingers crossed it all goes smoothly because you want to reach a certain cutoff point and then you're home free, okay? All right, guys, let's jump in, see what this is all about. The deck is a Steampunk Tarot. If you guys want a private reading, everything is listed down below. And I keep wanting to say, Cappy, you're going to be absolutely fine, but just keep your eyes open, keep your senses on high alert, because there may be somebody who wants to throw a curveball. There may be somebody, Caps, who wants to try and stop you doing what you want to do. There may be someone around you, Cappy, who wants to try and sabotage what you have organized somehow. So just keep your eyes peeled, okay? All right, guys, here we go. Archangel Michael, thank you for joining us. What do we have, please, for my lovely Capricorns? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Mid-October 2025. Okay, I can now see somebody trying to put on a seatbelt, but the seatbelt keeps jamming. And in their wing mirror, they can see someone running towards them. And they're thinking, oh, no. Okay, no. Let's just put my foot down. Let's put my foot down. And they just drive off. It's almost as if the person in the car didn't want the person running towards them to catch up with them. Maybe to say something or to stop them. Yeah. Okay. You're just a little bit on edge. You're a bit nervous, my Caps. Okay, guys. Let's see what this is all about. I don't think it's anything for you to really worry about. Just be aware. Just be aware. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Capricorn, I think you've decided to follow a different path. I think you are about to leave. I think you're about to leave. It's either because you felt left out in the cold, or you may have had a few financial issues. Crossing that, Caps, is the 4 of Cups. Somebody may have tried to apologize to you, Capricorn, but as far as you're concerned, yeah, you're out. You're out, it's done. You're not interested in apologies. I'm hearing if they really meant it, they shouldn't have done what they did in the first place. Okay. Yeah, Cappy, you're definitely, I'm hearing, on the right side of the law. You are sitting in the energy of justice. You know you did the right thing, whatever this is. You may have been dealing with somebody a little bit strategic, somebody trying to get away with something. Caps, this could even be something crazy like, you know, you booked a lovely hotel and you know you booked a superior double room, but they've tried to fob you off with a standard, pretending that it's a superior room, and you're having none of it, right? It may be because they don't want you to leave. It may be because they've double booked you by mistake. It could even be something simple like that. You stood your ground, Capricorn, and what you're saying is, yeah, no, this is not good. I'm leaving. In the past, 8 of Pentacles, you might have been counting your pennies, Cappy. You may have just been, pretty careful with your money. After that time, 9 of Wands, you felt a sense of heaviness. You felt a sense of heaviness. Something wasn't working. It just didn't feel right. It didn't feel comfortable. You might have felt that somebody tried to take you for a fool. In your thoughts, Caps, 2 of Pentacles. All right, guys, you may really be juggling money. This is also you thinking to yourself that somebody tried to get away with something, a double booking, or somebody overcharged you because they were a bit short financially. They needed more money. In the immediate future, guys, is the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so Capricorn, you're financially stable as a single person, but you may have had issues with somebody who you felt you couldn't trust, or somebody saw you coming. Oh, that person looks as if they've got a little bit of extra money. I'll double charge them or overcharge them, or I'll pretend this is 3 times as expensive than it actually is. I think, Capricorn, you may have gone back to this person and they may have apologized and said, oh, yeah, sorry, it was a mistake. Oh, yes, okay. All right, well, we'll sort it out when you go, when you leave. Something like that. I'll refund you next week. You'll see the money in your account. Just give me your bank details, right? And this is you thinking, I'm not going to give you my bank details. Or this person could have said something like, well, don't worry about it. If it's a hotel stay, they may have said, well, yeah, okay, we can take a little bit of money off the room rate. And you're thinking, well, that's not the point. I booked a superior room rather than a standard room. The standard room is awful, right? It overlooks the car park. There's no decent connection with the Wi-Fi. The bathroom is disgusting. I mean, this is you thinking, no, I booked a superior room. I don't want to spend a week in a basic standard room, because you may be somewhere, Cappy, where a basic standard room is really grotty, right? I don't know, guys. This could be anything, but this is somehow to do with finances. There's a lot of coins energy here, and you not being happy. What you're fearing, Cappy, is the Hierophant. You may be nervous in having a conversation with a Taurian, for some of you. Or with the energy of the Hierophant, you're nervous because you may be feeling, well, in order for justice to be done, I'm going to have to follow a process. I'm going to have to fill out a form to say I was overcharged, or I'm going to have to contact the company, the hotel group, and ask for a refund and give them the receipts. I mean, this is you thinking, oh, it's so much hassle. It's so much hassle. In the environment, yeah, 7 of Wands. Whoever, Cappy, may be trying to pull the wool over your eyes is going to be very defensive with you. They may act as if they don't have time to talk to you. They may say to you, well, I'm sorry, Cappy, it's a genuine mistake. What do you expect me to do? They may say something like, oh, well, I'll talk to the manager, but of course the manager is never around. Whatever your situation, and it could be as simple as you booking a hotel. I've got to be honest. I know it's a main reading for lots of people, but it could be something to do with that. They're going to try and fob you off. They're going to try it, right? In your hopes, you're hoping to speak to somebody in authority. You're hoping to have the courage to stand your ground and to speak your truth, which is basically you saying, I'm sorry, but you still owe me. Or I'm sorry, but this isn't what I've booked. It's in black and white. This is not what I ordered. I've got my reservation papers, you know, something like that. You're hoping to give them information to prove that you're in the right. The final card, Caps, is a Six of Swords. This is you crawling into the escape pod, right? Getting out just in time. This is normally you, you know, very gently moving down the river on a boat, Six of Swords, moving to calmer waters, but nope. You seem to be in a taxi, your hair's flying out the back, right? This is you in your getaway car. Yes, yes. So Caps, you are going to get some kind of justice, or you are going to pay the correct amount of money that you owe based on what you booked. And it may well be that you arrange to speak to somebody when you go through checkout, rather than the person that's causing you problems that may have double booked you, and you're just going to go. You're just going to go thinking, well, you know what? That's how much I am due to pay. I'm not paying any more. That's it. Okay? Yeah. So guys, weird reading, but there we have it. Clarification for you, the Magician. Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini. The Nine of Swords, yeah. What you're stressed about, Cappy, is somebody's trying to get one over on you. Could be, if I could speak, a Virgo, Scorpio, or Gemini. You're having sleepless nights about this, right? Thinking, well, I know I'm in the right. I know that I've done the right thing. I know what I paid for, and this isn't what I paid for. Whoever is being a bit defensive with you, yeah, sorry, sir, but I don't have a lot of time right now. I'll pass it over to somebody else. Yes, we'll be in touch. Whoever this person is does not want to admit that they were wrong, okay? The moon, okay? Could be a Cancerian, I don't know, and I love my Cancerians. They're hiding the truth. They're hiding the truth. And the truth is, this is somebody who's actually made quite a lot of money by overcharging people, pretending that they made a mistake. Yeah, they're sitting on quite a lot of money, Capricorn, and this isn't you. This isn't you, guys. This is someone who has been defensive against you. All right. So, guys, underneath the deck, we have the Two of Wands. Caps, you're stood at crossroads thinking, well, I don't really know what to do about this. You might not have been in the situation where you were dealing with somebody who basically wasn't telling the truth. It may be awkward because, you know, Caps, you're not the sort of person who would say to someone, I'm sorry, but you're lying. It's really awkward, but you're angry. You're not getting anything from the person that I think is pulling the wool over your eyes. They're refusing to discuss this. They may be standing their ground. You feel, Cappy, that justice should be done. With the Knight of Swords, you may be getting angry. And it's not, Cappy, because you can't afford this. But you're watching your finances. You know, you're watching your finances. You're juggling money a little bit here. You can afford to pay what they are saying this is worth, the value of this, but you're not going to pay for something that you're not getting. Absolutely not. So you're cross. You may feel, Cappy, you know what? I'll let karma do its thing. I'll just back down and just chill about this. But there's something about this person that annoys you because you feel, Cappy, they may have done it to somebody else, you know? And you may also be sort of feeling, well, you know, maybe I should be the one to teach them a lesson, but you don't want things to get unpleasant. Oh, Capricorn. Okay, guys. This is a bit of a strange reading, but that's what we have. That's the vision that came through. So, guys, Five of Pentacles. You're watching your money. You may not feel very happy in the situation you're in. Somebody may have apologized for a sort of mix-up here, but you're not very happy. because they didn't do anything about this. It's as if, oh yeah, okay, well, sorry, there must have been some kind of mistake here. And you're thinking, well, yeah, you know. Eight of Swords. You're in your head, guys. It's as if, what the hell do I do here? What do I do here? Do I kick up a fuss? Do I just let it go over my head? The Emperor. Okay. You may be wanting to take charge, or you may have asked to see manager of the hotel, manager of the store, whatever this is. Yeah. Temperance. Sag energy. Capricorn, you are protected by the angels here. I mean, this is Archangel Michael protecting you. They're also asking you to sit in a calm energy. They're asking you to sit in a calm energy. Three of Wands. Because somehow your ship's going to come in. Okay, nice. So they're basically saying, Capricorn, bide your time, because something's going to happen which you're going to be pleased about. Okay, so in the past, guys, Eight of Pentacles, you were thinking about your finances. The Chariot, thinking about travel, thinking about going somewhere, thinking about a Cancerian for some of you. And there was a Tower moment. Yeah. Cabby, I seriously think you took a trip, you went somewhere and turned up somewhere and thought, oh my God, what is this? What is this? You may feel as if someone misrepresented something. You know, really glamorized photographs in a brochure, something like that. And you got there and thought, oh my God, it's a dive. After that, Nine of Wands. I mean, this is you sitting in a bit of a heavy energy, Knight of Pentacles, and what you may have thought about in the immediate past was, I'm just not going to pay them. I mean, you know, yes, I'm going to say to them, I'm going to forward you the money, but what you were thinking about was, this is a dive. This is not even habitable. I mean, whatever this was, guys. Or you may have paid a deposit and you're thinking, well, I paid a deposit, so it's a waste of money if I don't stay here. Or maybe you purchased something online, Cappy, and it arrived in the post. You had to travel to get it, or it arrived in the post and you thought, oh my God, it's a fake, but you couldn't prove it or something. I don't know. King of Swords, you realise somebody had been a bit strategic. Somebody being a bit strategic. Yes, Knight of Wands. And then sort of run off in the opposite direction. Close down the online shop. Or if this is you, you know, staying in a grotty hotel, the manager was never around. Oh, sorry, sir. Yeah, no, the manager's not around right now. When actually the manager was probably hiding in the broom cupboard, you know. Not happy, guys. What you're thinking about now is, what do I do? You may be thinking, well, I could just go somewhere else, go to another hotel, purchase something else. I could. You're thinking maybe about money, or you're thinking about what to do here. Three of Pentacles. I think what you're initially going to do is try and compromise. You know, can we work together here? Can we sort something out? Because to be honest, I'm not happy. What are you thinking about? Yeah, they're not going to do anything. Five of Swords, they're not going to do anything. They're just going to say, oh, yeah, it wasn't me. I mean, if you look at this person, they're looking, you know, really shifty. Oh, yeah, it wasn't me. Nothing to do with me. Sorry, we've closed the company now. Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, not our fault. Capricorn, you're not having any of this, guys. But what you're thinking about is they're just going to throw their hands in the air and say, oh, you know, can't help. Can't help. Four of Wands. Yeah. I mean, it could be to do with accommodation. I mean, this is you booking what you thought was a nice, I don't know, 3 or 4 star hotel, and you get there and it's like a hovel. It's like student hostel accommodation, and you're thinking, come on, really? You know? In the immediate future, cats, 9 of Pentacles, it's not as if you can't afford to pay for this, but you are watching your money. And what you're thinking about is, yeah, they probably saw me coming. You know, I don't look like a local. Or they thought, oh, yeah, this is somebody who's bought something online without checking that it's authentic. They saw me coming. They're going to be really defensive. What they're hiding is the fact that they've done this to other people, right? Queen of Pentacles, this could be somebody who's made a lot of money from people doing exactly the same thing, pretending this is authentic if it's a purchase, or, you know, glamorizing hotel photographs. And then people turn up and go, oh my God, it's awful. They've done this a lot. They've done this to other people. You may simply be sat there thinking, but it's the principle of the thing. It's not right. It's not necessarily about me being overcharged or being taken advantage of. It's the principle. They shouldn't be allowed to get away with this. Anyway, I think, Happy, you're going to talk to this person. You're coming through as the 9 of Pentacles. They're being very defensive. So Archangel Michael, when do we have the 9 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands for my lovely Capricorns? Thank you, Michael. 18th of November, soon. Okay, guys. 3-4 weeks, 18th of November. He's pointing forward to end of November. Okay. Let's have a look at the person who is being a bit defensive. Yeah, 10 of Wands. I'm sorry, I'm juggling. Cappy, you may even have booked a 5-star hotel and then realised they've cordoned off the swimming pool. It's being renovated, right? They may be renovating the gym. Basically, none of the services are available. And the whole place is a mess. They've got building trucks and, you know, cement bags everywhere. And you're thinking, what the hell is this? Right? This is a building site. This is not a hotel. Whoever this person is, Cappy, knows very well. They're going to feel very stressed. 10 of Wands. You're standing there all sort of quite smart. And this guy or this woman is looking at you thinking, oops, they're not going to like this. Yeah, they're not looking very happy. What is this person going to say? They're going to be a bit defensive. Oh, yes, sir, madam, we're just changing a few things around. Yes, hopefully you're not going to be disturbed by any noise. Yes, it's not going to take us that long. But, sir, you know, we're going to arrange for you to have a room that doesn't overlook the renovations that we're doing. I mean, you can just, you know what this is all about. They're basically looking at you, knowing that you're not happy, but wanting you to stay. I think this is some kind of hotel stay, to be honest. King of Pentacles. Yeah. King and Queen of Pentacles. This guy or this woman could be running the ship with their partner. With the energy of the moon, they don't want to lose custom. They don't want to put photographs of the renovations or mention the renovations because they know people are going to cancel bookings. They've made quite a lot of money out of this place. I think this is a couple that runs some kind of hotel. What is this person thinking about? They're looking at you as if to say, oh gosh, what's Capricorn going to say? They're expecting an argument. Interesting. They are expecting an argument. Why? Okay, wow, 10 of Pentacles. Because they may have charged you quite a lot for this. They may have charged you quite a lot for this. It's all relative, guys, depending on where you're staying, you know. depending on where you're staying, yeah, in their eyes, you've paid a lot of money. Ace of Pentacles. They may think, well, we've got Capricorn's deposit, so Capricorn is unlikely to try and book anywhere else because the deposit isn't refundable. They may be worried that you're going to just say, well, keep the deposit, I'm not staying here. What are they going to do? Seven of Pentacles, yeah. They're looking at past mistakes. I mean, in all fairness, this could be a hotelier who was told by a construction company, oh, yes, sir, you know, all the work's going to be done by holiday season, and it wasn't. And this guy is stressing out, thinking, I've got to pull in money, but I know that the whole place is a mess. What else is he going to say? Cappy, I think you're just sat there silently, or stood there silently looking at this person thinking, you've got to be kidding, right? You've got to be kidding me. Sorry, guys. Ace of Cups. They may... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm hearing complimentary drink. Complimentary drink, sir. They may fob you off with what they might say is a bottle of champagne or something. You may look at it and think, yeah, it's a cheap Prosecco. They're going to try and fob you off. What else are they going to do? They're going to get this bottle of cheap, whatever it is, brought up by a very sexy waitress. Capricorn. Okay, you may be a masculine, and this guy may think, you know, let's get a really sexy waitress up there, flirt with Capricorn a little bit. It's fine, you know. Gabby, what are you going to do? What are you going to say, guys? Yeah, thanks for the drink. What you're thinking about is, I really don't want to stay here. You're not very happy, guys. You're not happy. What are you thinking about? What I'm hearing is, I shouldn't even have tipped the guy to bring up my luggage. Page of Pentacles. I shouldn't even have tipped the guy to bring up my luggage. You may be sitting on the edge of the bed in this awful room, overlooking what was supposed to be a beautiful, beautiful, brilliant blue swimming pool, right, overlooking the sea. And this is you looking at a building site thinking, I can't believe it. You may be thinking, well, you know, they've already brought my luggage up to the room. What are you thinking about, Caps? I could just leave. I mean, you know, this is you thinking, well, I paid a deposit, but I could just literally take the bottle of cheap Prosecco with me and just go. Complain, you know, say to the manager, I'm so sorry, I'm not staying here. This isn't what was expected. This isn't what, you know, you advertised, and just go. What can they do? You know, because this is misrepresentation. But Cappy, you may be there thinking, it's a time of year where places are going to get booked up. I don't think I'm going to find anywhere else. You may be trying to make the best of it. Seven of Cups. You may get drunk in your room. You may think, oh, okay, well, at least there's a minibar. Let's just empty the minibar. I'm going to feel a lot better after that. Guys. But I think this is just you in your head. This is you in your head. Yeah. I mean, this is you thinking, should I just have a go at someone about this? Because they seem to be behaving as if, oh, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we do apologize. And then I'm fine with it when I'm not fine with it, Caps. You may be feeling as if, you know, just a paltry little, yeah, sorry, sir, it is going to do it. It's not. It's not going to do it. Yeah, because what you're thinking about is Seven of Swords. They've kind of deceived me. They've kind of deceived me. They knew that I was turning up, and they probably knew a load of other people were turning up, expecting a beautiful swimming pool and a great gym. And all I can see outside my window are workmen, right? And cement bags. I mean, this is you thinking it's not good. What else is on your mind? The devil, Capricorn. Cappy, you may just be a bit obsessed about this. You may be thinking, well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I can't possibly spend a week in this place. The Strength card. Okay. Cappy, you're going to be savvy. You're going to be savvy. The Strength card relates to health. Yes. Capricorn, you may check out the health and safety of the hotel, right? You may make sure that there are fire doors. You may make sure that the swimming pool area that's supposed to be beautiful, there's nothing around the swimming pool area that people could trip over and injure themselves. All right, there's no beautiful swimming pool, it's just a rubble of bricks and mortar, but this hotel is still allowing people in as customers. So I think, Happy, you're going to be quite clever. You're going to go around the hotel with your camera, which could simply be a phone, and you're going to take a lot of photographs of what you perceive to be health and safety issues, right? Yeah. And then what? 5 of Cups. You're going to go to speak to the manager or whoever is behind the counter, right? And say, you know what, I'm not happy. It's not just about the swimming pool. It's not just about the gym, but look at all these health and safety issues. This place is not actually fit to be stayed in. I could injure myself. I could have a massive problem here. I could end up in hospital. This is not good. Due to these health and safety issues, I'm sorry, but I want my deposit back and I'll be leaving in the next few hours. What is this person going to say? The Hermit. They're not going to say anything at all. They're going to retreat into the back room probably and have a chat with somebody else and decide what to do. What is the energy between you two? The Knight of Cups, yeah. Up until this point of time, Cappy, you've been very nice about the situation. You haven't flown off the handle. You haven't been angry. You haven't been threatening. You've been very pleasant, very diplomatic, very polite. And so has this person, because they don't want to piss you off. You're a customer, right? Up until now, everything has been pretty calm. But Cappy, you have a valid point. You have actual photographs on your phone of health and safety issues in the hotel or wherever you're staying, and they're realizing you're playing hardball. So Cappy, let's see what's going to happen next morning. You're definitely leaving. To be honest, I think whether or not you get your deposit back, you're just wanting to go. You're just wanting to go. Oh, okay, nice. So this person, whoever this is, could be the manager, could be the owner of wherever you're staying, is going to come forward to you with an apology and a compromise. Okay. What are they offering Capricorn? The Ace of Wands. Capricorn, they may be offering you something quite exciting. They've got a bright idea. What are they going to do? The Fool. Okay. Cappy, this is someone who realizes that they were foolish, that you're actually pretty serious about this. They could get into major trouble. They could lose thousands in bookings if you took this forward, you know. You could get them closed down. What they're thinking about is, oh my God, okay, Cappy's serious. I think they're going to do something a little bit outside the box. What are they going to say? Three of Cups. They're hoping you're going to be excited about this, Capricorn. They're hoping that you're going to be celebrating. What are they doing here? Ace of Swords. Okay. Capricorn, I think what this person's actually saying to you is, Ace of Swords, we're not going to charge you. I'm hearing at all. We're not going to charge you at all. Okay. So they may keep your deposit, Cappy, but what they're saying is we're not going to charge you for the rest of your stay. And they've also got another piece of good news, Page of Wands. And Cappy, what I'm hearing is they're going to show you to a particular room that they didn't advertise on the internet. They didn't advertise on the internet. Okay. And wow. Cappy, it may be at the top of the hotel. It may even be something like the equivalent of a penthouse suite, if it's relevant, in wherever you've booked. It may have an incredible view. It may be very light and bright. And I have to say, Cappy, you may walk into this place thinking, oh my God, it's gorgeous. It may be in a different part of the hotel. It could be placed so it looks away from the pool area that might be renovated. How are you going to be feeling, my Caps? Yeah, you're going to be thinking, well, that was a result. 6 of Wands, that was a result. If I hadn't have said anything, if I hadn't have taken pictures of what I believe were health and safety issues, I wouldn't have been successful. So Caps, you may end up with a sort of free stay minus your deposit in a penthouse flat with a lovely view, thinking, I sort of made it. I've got justice. Yes. You may feel as if you got justice. Okay, Queen of Swords, interesting. They may pull you into another room at the end of your stay and ask you, Capricorn, whether or not you were happy with the accommodation. And there may be some kind of unspoken agreement that you basically wouldn't shop them to the authorities with your photographs of health and safety issues. They may, say to you, oh, as long as, sir, you're happy with the accommodation. They may even say something like, we're working on issues that might be in the future causing problems to our clients. Just know it's in hand. What they're basically saying is, if you keep your mouth shut because you've had a really cheap stay on us, we would be grateful. And I think, Cappy, you're going to, but you may speak to a Queen of Swords who may say to you, okay, Capricorn, let's just have a little chat. Are you happy with your room? Yeah, beautiful room. Happy that you didn't have to pay for it? Great. Just wanted to double check that any of those photographs are not going to find their way onto the internet. I think, Happy, you're going to know exactly what they're talking about. I think this is you smiling to yourself thinking, yeah, okay, well, I had a cheap stay. They did the right thing. I'm not going to cause them problems in the future. So, Cappy, this is you getting your justice. All right, guys, a fun little reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care of you. Of course, I'll be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon, Caps. Bye now.